What up, Dokkaners? The free-to-play content on this particular Kid Goku celebration is actually pretty great because of all the different things that you guys can be farming out. There are free-to-play units on this one, a great Nurse Chi-Chi item on this one. You can earn 2 free-to-play characters on this story event. You can earn Shadow Dragon Saga skill orbs, which will help not only the 7-year anniversary units, but also the 8-year anniversary unit right here. You can also get a free-to-play Vegeta Jr., Vegeta GT right here. These 3 events can give you access to a free-to-play LR Goku Arale. Eventually, when he gets his EZA, will be even better. There is so much to do just right here that, yeah, while the Kid Goku Dokkan Festival celebration may not be the greatest in terms of this, there's a good amount. So today's video is going to be talking about the KAIS in regards to this event. Through all of these different story events, you can earn up to 11 Elder KAIS. That's right, 11 of them. So you can basically boost up the super attack of 1 new Dokkan Festival TUR for free. You guys often ask me, Toon, why do you have so many KAIS? It's because I am very much aware of all of the KAIS that are obtainable through these various story events, and plus, I do whatever I can to boost the super attacks of my characters using free-to-play means. So today, we're going to be going over all of these events and showing you how to obtain all of those KAIS. But first, before we do all of that, your subscriber challenge, should you choose to accept it, has to do with my Elder KAIS. Now, this is a very low count for me because normally I have around like 500 or 600, but I've been very consciously trying to use these KAIS because I just feel like there's no point in keeping it there. Bragging rights, sure, is one thing. It just shows how much, how responsible you are at Dokkaning, but then in the end, you never get to use them. What's the point? So I'm using my KAIS, and I'm trying to make use of my Hercule statues as well. The Hercule statues is never going to happen. But anyway, your subscriber challenge is if you have 10% of my KAIS or less, then you got to subscribe to the channel right now, because with you on the team, you will see all of my videos. You will see all of my content where I show you how to obtain more KAIS, how to boost super attacks for free, how to otherwise Dokkan responsibly so that you don't have to be short on KAIS anymore. 10% of my current KAI count would be 23 KAIS. If you have 23 KAIS or less, you got to subscribe to the channel. All right? All right. So now that being said, let's jump back in and talk about these story events. So there are 4 story events that are currently, actually 5. There are 5 currently available story events that will allow you to pick up these Elder KAIS. So the first 3 that I want to talk about are the Dragon Ball Saga story events. These 3 story events are needed to obtain the LR Goku and Arale, but in the process of doing that, you can also farm a different stage on these events that will get you 3 free-to-play currencies that you can use to buy KAIS. Between these 3 events, you can earn 9 Elder KAIS. So honestly, just from these 3 alone, you can get basically a super attack 10, because with 9 KAIS, you get 9 plus 1, that's 10. So let's go over these right now. Curse of the Blood Rubies. Actually, we'll save that one for last. Let's start with Sleeping Princess in the Devil's Castle. So here you can earn these, what are these, Chaos Emeralds? I don't know. These little turquoise emerald thingies. You can earn up to 3 Elder KAIS if you have 15, 20, 25, which totals to 60 of these emerald things. So if you have 60 of them total, you can get this done. This took me about 20 minutes or less, probably more like 15 minutes, because on this story event, I had the necessary category in place. Dragon Ball Seekers is a very free-to-play friendly category, so the more LRs you have, the better off you're going to be. So if we look at all of the LRs, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 LRs that are free-to-play. So just between the free-to-play units alone, you can give yourself a 245% boost on the drop rate. 245% boost means 200 accounts for 2 guaranteed bonus drops. The remaining 45% accounts for a 45% chance for an extra bonus drop. So in the process of doing this, you'll be cutting down the time that it takes to actually earn all 60 of those Chaos Emeralds because of your high boost rate. So that's why you should be doing this with as many Dragon Ball Seekers as you can. If you don't have all LRs, you have the entire Ginyu Force at your disposal. All these TURs will also boost up the drop rate. Not as much as LRs, sure, but still they will help out tremendously. So even these guys will help you out. There are so many free-to-play units that are in the Dragon Ball Seeker category that this will take you no time at all. So in about 15 minutes or so, I was able to fully auto through this, and I was able to get my 60 emeralds, and I got 3 Elder KAIS. I know this is not a Chaos Emerald. I just like calling it that because I like Sonic. So let's move on now to the next story event, which is the Ran shop. Well, the story actually is called Mystical Adventure, but in this Mystical Adventure story event, on a particular stage, you can earn these little dolls called Ran. So here it's the same exact thing. 25, 20, 15. 60 of these are needed. You can earn up to 3 Elder KAIS. It's the same exact deal. I think it's even the same exact category. Yep, Dragon Ball Seekers. So again, free to play represent very easily. You can get all of the Ran on stage 5, Upa's Wish, and it will take you no time at all. It took me also about 10 to 15 minutes. I think this was even faster for me. So that was able to get me my 3 Elder KAIS, no problem. We're going to buy all these in this video. So that takes care of these 2 stages. Now, the Curse of the Blood Rubies, the reason why I wanted to save this one for last is while this is basically the same in terms of like being a multiple of the 60, it's actually 60,000 blood rubies that you need. So you're earning basically like 10 times the amount. But this one just took me an unusually longer amount of time. Now, this could have been sort of self-manufactured because I chose to go manual on this one. So let me show you what I'm talking about, because the other 2 story events, you can just auto through it because the amount of drops that you get happen at the boss fight. But for the blood ruby stage, if you actually go manual, you can get more of these blood rubies per run. So one could argue that's more efficient. One could argue that's more time consuming. So it all depends on who you are, and it all depends on if you want to do that. So take a look at the stage right here. We've got 3 we've got 3 rainbow panels right here. These rainbow panels will obviously give you more blood ruby drops. The first stage gives you 100, the second one gives you 50, and the third one gives you 150. So these amounts, I believe, are set, or they rotate between several amounts. And then there's also going to be potentially a final rainbow panel that appears right on where I just stepped on. That one is very rare. Whenever that does show up, that can give you 777 blood rubies. But granted, this has to be on the Z hard difficulty. You cannot do this on the normal difficulty. It has to be on Z hard. So in the process of doing this, you have to go manual to land on all of these, because if you do, you get 100, 150, 150. That's 300 blood rubies, and then plus the 777, you can get 1,000 blood rubies simply just by going manual. If you go auto, you'll probably skip all of that. And then when you fight this guy, depending on how much of a bonus you have on your category boost, that will also add even more to the rewards. And sometimes through the bonuses, you can also earn 777. If you use those support memories that enhance the drop rates, those could get you 777. Or even if you use a boost, just your regular boost where you double the stamina cost, that can also get you 777. There's a lot of different ways where you can get lucky and get a little bit more per run. And if you do, you'll get, a lot more out of that singular run. But then that's the thing, you got to go manual. So that's sort of a decision that you have to make. If you want to do that, it'll take a little bit more time. Maybe it'll feel a little bit more tedious, sort of going back to the old school ways of Dokkaning. Or if you just want to auto your way through and not worry about the bonuses, that works too. It's just going to take a little bit longer. But maybe it doesn't, because you just click auto over and over and over. So it's entirely up to you. I went full manual. It took me about like 45 minutes because I didn't exactly repeat right away. I would keep forgetting. So let's see what we got here. So our total amount from this, 300, 400, 500. We got about 860 blood rubies. So almost 1,000. So this will take you probably the longest time, because you couldn't get 1,000 on this one run. So, it'll take a little bit of time. So out of all of them, this one takes the longest, but you still get 3 Elder Kais from it. So it is still worth it. And now for the final story event. So you don't need to do these if you just want to go for an SA10, but I would recommend that you do it. The last one that you can get are the Hercule badges. You can buy 2 more Elder Kais with the Hercule badges, totaling to 25,000 of these Hercule badges. So basically about a third of this, or like half of this. Now, how do you get this? You can get this from 2 different story events. You can get this from the Baby Saga, or you can get this from the Baby Saga finale. I would recommend that you go to the Baby Saga for this one and go specifically to stage 7, the Super Baby Fight, because here you can earn 250 or 777 Hercule badges on your drop. And if you've got more units with the Corroded Mind and Body category, then you can get more chances at getting multiple 777s or 250s. So if you can do that, this will take you no time at all. This one didn't take me very long. And then after that, I can spend time boosting up or getting the Bola drop support memory. Definitely do this. If you guys have not done this, this is your key to getting enhanced drop rates on different things. So make sure you guys farm out this support memory for anything you're trying to farm in the future. Very, very important. Stage 4. And then all of these possessed Saiyans, these extreme hybrid Saiyans and extreme pure Saiyans, all of these guys are very unique. I would recommend just picking them up for the simple fact that they're unique. Eventually, they will update them when we get a Baby Saga Dokkan Festival. So there's a whole lot to do just on this event alone. So in the process, you'll be earning some Hercule statue or Hercule medals, while farming these other things. And then on the Baby Saga finale, stage 1 gives you Nurse Chi-Chi. It's very slow and tedious to get this, but it's worth it. And then for the Hercule badges, the best one to do would probably be stage 5, but I don't like doing this one because it's only 250. Here you can earn 250 or 777. So that is my full breakdown on all of the Kais that you earn. So now let's go into the game and let's actually buy them. So let me buy all of these. I have farmed all of these out. Your boys been Dokkaning responsibly. So let's start with Hercule badges. 25,000. So let's buy 1. All right. Let's buy 2. All right. And now let's go through all of the Dragon Ball Saga story events. So we got 3, 4, 5. Hello. Okay. Then let's go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And there you go. Dokkan Responsibly just gave me 11 free KAIS, and now my total comes to 239, right? Yep, 239. So that is why you should always be farming out these KAIS whenever possible, especially on this particular Dokkan Festival where most of you probably have not summoned. This is a great opportunity to get a leg up on the KAIS that you could use for units in the future. Yamcha, you can boost his super attack by the unit that you get right here. And actually, wait, can you? Let me see. Is this guy Yamcha? Yamcha? Yeah, you can use his Yamcha. This is perfect. So Yamcha, the Dokkan Fest in the future, if you guys are summoning for that, you can save that super attack by farming him out here. Bardock, you can save by farming out Bardock from that Bardock story event. So all the KAIS that you earn here can go to Golden Week, maybe Saiyan Day, maybe Worldwide Download, maybe the anniversary, whatever the case may be, you will be 11 KAIS even more prepared thanks to this video right here. So get going. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, how many KAIS do you have right now? And are you going to be farming out all of these KAIS at some point? You've got 2 weeks to do this. Actually, you've got 2 weeks to do this, but the shop goes away in about 19 days. So a couple of days after the story events go away, you can still buy them from the shop. So will you be getting this done in the 2-week time span? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.